What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, me and Haley are back working on her skidoo. Last time, she cleaned the carburetor. Today, she's decided she wants to scrape all the crud off and stuff and make it look careful with the paint. So trying to get all that dirt and mung and years of grime and grit off of it with with the scraper. Which, hey, I let her. Looking over the motor. I'm trying to find any kind of identification on it to see if it's a 340 or a 440, and I have not been able to find anything. So if you guys know down below, I know it said 400 or X4 and 400 up here, which would dictate that this would be a 340. However, it doesn't look like any of the 340s that I've seen. This is what, to me, this is what the 440 CCW looks like. So I'm not too sure on that. But anyways, today we're just going to start getting it back together. She's going to clean it up a bit. I'm going to go through here, start, right, with the fuel lines. They broke. I was going to see if I could save anything from the fuel system. That broke. I might be able to save over here. This one's actually not as rock hard as this one is here. So I might be able to just run, a line and Bob's your uncle, right? So I'm going to get all this. Yeah, like, look at this. Ooh. Like, I don't know what's happening there. We're just probably going to tape that up and forget we saw it. Unless it depends on what it affects. But everything should be okay. This thing does run, as you guys heard. We've got the throttle brackets, everything's here. Oops, sorry. So, as you guys heard, she does run. So, we're going to get her back as much as we can. And even if all I have left to run is the primer line and, and the line from, like, say, here to there, right? That's all I got to do. Bonus. But I haven't been able to go to the city to get my line that I need. I've been really busy doing other stuff, and we've been having some really crazy storms here, like insane, to the point where I've had to fix the roof on my shop there, which we might talk about here at the end of the video. We'll see. So I gotta figure out this battery box. There's some stuff down there and some other jazz, and I gotta make sure that the tank's not cut open over there. But we should be good to go, folks.
Mr. Dad.
Yes?
Is this stuff supposed to be coming up? I don't know if this is dirt or what, but it's peeling, so.
Yep. That's probably cow poop.
Ugh!
It's a farm sled. That's probably what most of that is. Like, there's straw, right? I know you don't like that, Haley, but it's...
Oh, my.
It is what it is. Okay, there's a screw there, I gotta remember. So... Are you excited to drive this thing? Yeah. Oh, she really is. It's all... She's talking about it all week. She's like, Dad, let's go work on the sled, let's work on the sled, let's work on the sled. And it's like, well, after we get back. She's like, oh, well, okay. But then we're working on the sled. I was like, yes, Haley. As soon as we get back, we're working on the sled. So, we're back today, so we're here working on the sled. But, alright, I'm going to start doing some stuff, and we'll be back with an update. Okay, got the old fuel lines off. Haley's still plugging away there. Kept the one vacuum line for the engine, because it's really soft. And the one line for the carb I kept, because it's also, well, it's not soft, but it does the trick. So... And then I got the T-fitting, which didn't break. This, though, we have a bit of an issue. You guys can see inside of there. So, yeah, it gets worse. So I'm going to be taking the tank off so we can give it a rinse. Let me go around to the other side here. The pickup. What? Yeah. See, you guys will see it all down in there. How gross that is. There's the pickup. Oh. Come on. So, yay! If there was an issue with the thing not getting fuel, it's because it broke off. So we can reattach it, but first I gotta take this tank off. And while I'm there, I'm gonna maybe see if I can smash that back or something. We'll see. So, but it should just be that bolt in there and then the one over there. So, fingers crossed. We'll be right back. Okay, as you can see with the tank out, it's actually really good in the nose cone area there. I knocked that piece off. That was causing some issues. This is all ice in there. Yeah, it's all ice. So, we pulled the tank, as you guys saw. It's really dirty and oily and grimy inside. Took out the, sending unit, I guess. And we need to clean this up real well. I got the wire wheels, so we'll do that. The fuel gauge too, it's all gnarly. We'll clean all this up as best we can to salvage it as long as we can until we can get a new one. So if it'll still seal, it'll still do the job. You know, it's not like we can't visually look at the tank and see how much fuel we have. So this is the other pickup tube that's supposed to go onto here. So I'm gonna see if I can put it back on, and hopefully it'll work. Might plug a filter, but hey, maybe we'll get lucky. So that way we got something at least to pick up some fuel, which is always a good thing. Haley's been busy as a bee cleaning all this up. Really good. So I think now we're going to throw the carb back on and some of the plastics around here, because we aren't going to need all of this open for, over here. We're pretty much done over here now, so we can start putting this back together. So progress. Then eventually we'll take this tank over to the car wash and we'll give it a good one. So, which that's easy peasy to do. All right, we got the carb back on. Throttles really good and adjusted. We got the fuel pump on, the lines back on, and I used clamps. And again, huge shout out to the subscriber who bought me those and sent them. That was awesome. Huge shout out. They've been absolute lifesavers. So as you guys can see how I'm kind of running it. So I have a grommets at home to go through this hole here. I just didn't think about it today. This panel is actually broken. It's supposed to be attached here, but I don't know. So if you guys know where I can get a new panel, I'd love to hear it. Comment down below. I need one. So, and this here, is this where my fuel lines actually run through? Is this hole here? It would make sense considering how everything is with the exhaust. So, but here's where we're at so far. The only line I have replaced is this primer line, and it's really big, thick line. So hopefully all we'll have to do is basically from the primer to the T, and from the T to the tank. That should be the only lines we have to replace. From how it looks, right? So we're gonna keep going. I think maybe we're gonna try starting it here, and then if it fires right up, well, we'll just continuing on. Alrighty, grab the Cosby sauce here. Gonna give her a couple squirts. Pass the phone to Haley. She'll it's recording. Pass it to Haley. She'll do the thing here. Let me give her. Squirts. Just, you want to wet the beak. I don't know where the lid went. It's okay. Let's see now if she'll fire up. Oh. No, she doesn't want to this time. start. That's pretty good, you know. See if it'll do it again quick.
Oh, it's stinky in here.
I know it's stinky.
Oh,
Also didn't spray as much
that smells foul. Oh.
ether as I usually do. So, see if it'll do it again. Oh, I might have to adjust the carb. But she fires up. The reason is that it keeps doing this is because here, I'll grab it and I'll show people. Sorry people. Okay. Last time I could start with the choke closed. Now I have to have the choke open, but not a big deal. I'll wipe all this down. Ether's good at cleaning up stuff. It really is. So we're going to continue putting it all back together now. And hopefully she'll be good to go. I can't wait. Would you look at that? Got her pretty much all back together. Windshield's not bolted in, and the the choke cable's out. I did get it freed up, so I can put that back in. But I noticed that it's broken in here, so we're gonna take it home and we're gonna plastic weld it from the inside this time, and then we'll reinstall it. As you can see, everything fit and finish wise is a lot cleaner lines than it was when we got it. So got everything pretty well buttoned up inside of here. It's all how it's supposed to be. That side there, that line there. Oh yeah, that one's supposed to be for that. And the other line is for the choke, which goes down there. So everything seems to be okay. We've got the cover here. Now, the only thing I noticed different when we were putting the clutch covers on, there's two different ones we got with it because we got also a different, I guess, doghouse, right? This one is the factory one that goes actually with the 600, and it ran a smaller clutch. And as you can see, the clutch has been eating it. Let me flip these over so you guys can see what I mean. There, we flip them, right? This one's got a protrusion. This one doesn't. But this one's all mangled and kind of fucky. It hits the cover right here. So what else? And this one here is eaten out and it needs some plastic welding as well. So what I think I might do is I might just plastic weld this up, swap this piece onto here, and slap it in here and run it. So we still have, like I said, the windshield to bolt up. I have it unbolted. Just let it sit there just for lining everything up and seeing how everything is going to go. Once I have everything all bolted in, it's just a matter of a couple of screws and the windshield is mounted in. So there's other spots we could put screws into, but I don't have them. So over here, the dash part is attached to here. I don't know, it's hard to see. There's a couple of bolts with some nuts and washers because the bar that's supposed to go there that hooks it in is busted off. There's one over here, you guys won't be able to see it, but there's the bar that holds these two together. It's still on there. I have to tighten down this part of it, and then she'll be snug as a bug. So still got the fuel tank to do, which is sitting over there, and the rest of the fuel system. But for now, we've got everything buttoned up to right here. As you guys can see, this will go. I'll move this, of course. It's getting hot or getting cold, so that it's starting to bend back to how it was. But we'll move it maybe underneath the battery box. So maybe I'll come back through here, and we'll go down underneath the battery box or something. Kind of make it a little bit cleaner. So, because I don't want it anywhere near that fuel line. I mean the exhaust pipe. So we got all the wiring and all that for the gauges and all that fun jazz. But that's another video for another time. Haley's getting impatient. She's had enough of this skidoo stuff. She wants to go home. Well, I told you, your toes wouldn't be cold if you actually did something. Instead of sitting on the fucking quad the whole time on your phone. Kids, I tell you, right? They're interested in stuff, and then they're not. And then they just want you to do it, right? So, I don't know yet. This sled might end up being a flip. I might just say, you know what? No, you're not allowed to have it. I'm just going to sell it now because your attitude. Right? So, but she's a nice machine. Also, want to give a huge shout out to my uncle. He runs a big print shop in Regina and was able to print me off the factory service manuals, the operator's manual, as well as the parts book. It tells us everything we need, the Bendix carb, well, the Mikuni carbs. So, like, it's cool because this right here works also with this guy here. So, yay! Anyways, folks, we're gonna finish buttoning everything up, and we'll be back to finish the video. All right, folks. Figured I'd finish the video here at home in the home shop here. Got the old cover, the original cover that was chewed up. So this one here, I was gonna fix this piece and put it on this one. But went and I cleaned this one up pretty good, and looks to be in rank shape. And the way that this fits and is bent like this over the primary, with the belt guard and all that, with the way that the new clutch is bigger, this is just gonna be good the way it is. So we're gonna clean it up with some, some extra grease remover, then some Armor All, trying to get it as shiny black as this. I went ahead and started already giving this a wipe, the dash, and it looks really good. I do have some fixing to do in here. There's a crack, so we will do that to end the video. I got the plastic welder, and we are gonna do it on the inside, not the outside, this time. So we'll see how different it looks. And then we'll give this a quick. But first, we'll give this a quick wipe with the glass, with this shit. Sorry. And we'll see if we can bring some shine back to it. So, hopefully. All right. A little bit of elbow grease on it, and honestly, folks, that looks not too shabby. It's got a bit of some shine. It might dull out. I'm not sure if we're gonna paint it. Maybe we will. It depends how it looks on the machine. If it sticks out like a sore thumb, then probably, yeah, I'll paint it black. Just because it looks good on camera, but this black here is different. Like, I don't know. Now you can see the difference, is what I'm saying. This is a little bit more faded. I've been trying to bring it back, but we'll do what we can. This here turned out amazing, the dash. So that's awesome. Right, so now all I gotta do is we'll throw this in the bin of spare parts. We'll get this in the pile of stuff that's gonna end up going back to the other shop, and we'll get that guy here ready to plastic weld. So can't wait. All right. Oh, sorry for the darkness. I got the area prepped, ready to go. Hopefully it doesn't lean too much. I've got my welder here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there and just give her one, like right about there. So, but I need both hands to do that so I can get everything steady and be careful, because there's a circle that goes in here. Sorry, for the choke. That's, you can see it's all busted, but we got ideas for that. So we'll be back to see how it turns out. Wish me luck. All right, I got it in there. I went a little deep, but you'll get that on these big jobs, just because of the way that that curve is, and so that we clear the plate that goes here. So not a big deal at all. So the bigger deal is the fact that that crack is now fixed, and makes this dash a lot more solid. I'm going to cut those off, and maybe we'll melt it down some. Oops, sorry, right there, and see what happens. I'll play with it a bit, and we'll be back. All right, finally got around to using this guy here. Went in here. It's not much for a flashlight, but I was in here smoothing it around a bit. And I know it looks rough, but it's not. Like it's solid. Like it may not look that much on the outside right now, but it's solid, and it'll work. So that is one job now done. I can finish putting her sled back together. Get the other fuel lines that I need. The last piece of fuel line. Get the last bit of primer line and clean her tank, and it should be ready to go. So, and with that, folks, I'm out of here. It's been a pretty long video. Well, I don't know if it has been for you guys, but it has been for us. Me and Haley worked our butts off trying to get that skidoo back together. Figuring out how things are supposed to be done and tightening things up properly, and yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna run probably flawlessly. So, but that'll be a future video. This was just part one of getting it back together. So, time restraints on my end and with the kids, and also finances right now because I got a whole bunch of money up in the air doing a bunch of stuff for me. So, wasn't really thinking on a lot of shit, but it is what it is. You gotta spend money to make money, right? So, anyway, I'm not gonna let it bring me down. You know, like I always say, don't let one bad thing bring you down, change your day, screw your day up, screw your life up. You know, one bad moment doesn't mean a bad life. You know, it really doesn't. Look at me, I went through the shit, and I still am going through a bunch of shit, but hey, I'm not letting it bring me down. I see you. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I'm not mad at you. Reach out. So, with that, I'm gonna be making a Patreon video as well pretty soon here too. Just to air out a bunch of grievances that I have personally and in the car community, and pretty much explain a lot as to what and why I'm going to be changing up some stuff here in 2025. So, like I said, I'm not going to let a bad moment cause a bad, make a bad life. Like, there's no point. If somebody only would have listened, only would have had my back and trusted me, they would be seeing what I'm seeing. And well, it is what it is. I'm not gonna bellyache and bitch about it any much longer. You guys don't need to hear it. If you want to hear it, head over to Patreon. I know I've been saying for months that I was making a video over there. I haven't. I was hoping I didn't have to, but it's coming. So, anyways, guys, until next time, take care of yourselves. Love you. God bless. And next video, we should hopefully be getting Haley's sled about 90% ready to fire. I think the only thing that we'll need left will be the lines and maybe a splash of fuel, and I'll be getting that as soon as I get paid. So, which I'm waiting on, and that reminds me, I got to do a video on what it's like to be monetized, and the loopholes and all the bullshit you got to jump through with AdSense and with YouTube and with the taxing, and how they can hold your account and just hold you. Fuck, I'm getting fat. Ooh. Yeah, I've been putting on a lot of size. The other part of my plan for 2025. So, you can see my nose is kind of a little bit scrubbed up. You never know. I could be back into doing something I did 10 years ago. Find out more next video. Or in the future videos. I don't know. I'm tired. I want to go eat some food. It's been late. Love you guys. Until next time. God bless.